Let me explain it. How rare that saw is to all of us. So, the McCulloch Super 250 first came out in 1967. Yes, I know my camera's gonna probably look all weird. My hat's gonna look all, fucked up, probably. My face is probably gonna look all fucked up because I still haven't figured out the camera on this phone, so bear with me on that. But the McCulloch Super 250, 1967 is one of the rarest chainsaws out there. Let me explain it. Well, I want to get back to the topic. I'll talk about the fuel caps. First off, on the 67, well, they changed it back to the round circular fuel caps. Well, Robert McCulloch was trying to figure out a different way to keep fuel inside that cap. So they made an airless cap. And they thought that would work. Not so well. People had problems when the chainsaw would get a little bit hot, and then the tank eventually seals pretty good, and the cap gets stuck a lot. And that's the reason why everybody hates those caps, because they seal good when compression hits inside the tank. A lot of high pressure inside the tank because it spit right out of it. That's the reason why they got rid of that style fuel cap in 1967, and the 68s had finally came out, and they changed the fuel caps because that was a certain reason they came out with that regular McCulloch 250. The regular McCulloch 250s are going to have that round, gas cap, while the Super 250s, they were going to change it. Obviously, Robert McCulloch was trying to figure out a way to make it look more different between the regular McCulloch 250, between the Super 250. And they were trying to figure out some way to get it to make it look different. Well, that didn't work out too well. So they made something a little bit different about it. That was the fuel cap and the gunshot pipe that they threw it on it. Now, 67 was going to believed to be the last year of the whole entire last year of the yellow covered ones in 1967. That's just a full yellow covered one. You only made 1,500 of those up there in Canada, so you can only get that specific model in Canada. I don't know why. Ask the chainsaw guys yourself. They'll tell you. I'm just going by what that old man told me when I bought that saw off of him. So he said, that's a pretty rare model. He said, if you're interested in it, you better come get it. First come, first serve. So I came back and I never got it next day. But like I said, I had to get it. You guys know I had to get it. I had to have it. I knew it was going to be a good fucking saw. I knew it was going to be pretty rare. And I just didn't know it was going to be worth even more money. But it is. He told me that saw ought to be worth almost about $1,000 if you just keep it and hold on to it. But I'm telling you one thing. That's the Super 250 right there. That's a 67. That's the first year of the Super 250s. And 68... They changed the, I'm trying to think. They changed the fuel caps. They painted the handle black. Put the full wrap handle black instead of being silver. Chrome silver is what they are right now. 67s were chrome silver. And yes, people scrapes the paint off of them. Or the paint just fades off of it because the paint won't stick to, aluminum steel. That really, really well. It won't stick that well. And they tried that so many times back in the day, and it just doesn't stick. So the people used to do to them is shine them back up to reality. But from factory, yes, they were painted black. But in 67, they were not painted black. They kept it chrome. And just like I said, that's a rare model. The model I got is a rare model. I just didn't even know it. I didn't know until the old guy told me. He said, you know, son, that's a rare model. He says, you better take care of that saw. It's a pretty rare saw. He says, I'm about 70 years old. And, well, yeah, he seemed like he was a nice old guy. He didn't know until his brother told him that, too. That was a rare saw. His brother was the one that told him the story about the saw and how he got it. So I got a little bit of history of this saw, how rare this model is. And that's the history that's going with that saw. It's hard to believe the Well Acres site got the year wrong. The Canada site, it was actually 67 was the first year of the Super 250s. Not 1970. It was 1967. That's what the old guy told me. And I believe it. And I believe it is a 1967. It's a rare one. It's a rare model. And you don't see one with a gunshot pipe. I tell you that one thing about it. The gunshot and the fuel cap makes it even more rare. And the full wrap bar they throw it on that saw. And that 67 model is pretty rare, if you ask me. And the full yellow covered, starter covered, makes it even more rare. Hate to say it, but it does. The whole tire yellow cover and the whole tire painted yellow saw is going to make it even ultra more rare. I just couldn't believe that I actually found what I was looking for. I didn't know it was going to be 67. I was trying to find a 68 or 60, half of 69 or 68 Super 250 with the black covered ones. The first year the black covered one was half of the end of 1968. So that's when they start making the black covered Super 250s with a rubber grip handle in the back this time, because they guess the vibration kept messing with them, so they went to the non-vibration handles. Trying to make non-vibration chainsaws. But the Super 250 is one of the best saws ever. You can tell the difference between a 550, 450, just the way they look. Even a 650, even a 660. You can tell a different look. The 660s, they're going to have a gear drive. The 550s are going to be crank drive, which is what all the saws use nowadays, crank drive. It's a lot more better than gear drive. Gear drive, you got to be careful putting too much force on that chainsaw. You put a lot of force on it, it's going to strip the gears out of that fucking chainsaw, and it'll fuck it up. Don't do that. Just let the chain and let the bar guide itself. Don't help it guide either. Just let it guide itself. And they got bigger sprockets. Mine doesn't have the 404 chain on it. As you guys can see, it has a 22-inch bar. It will have 404 chain and a 30-inch bar on it. I'm going to try to find a 30-inch bar so I can slap it on that Super 250. Get a carb kit for it. Get her going through the wood and try her out for one more time. I'm probably going to run this thing in the wood a few times, and I'm just going to call it a day for that one and just preserve it. I'm going to leave it like how it is, because it just tells the story how rare that model is. And I want to leave the paint where it's at. I want to leave it where it is, because, you know, that is a rare saw we're talking. And I didn't think I was going to get me a McCulloch Super 250. I just thought I was going to lose my ass on the saw on eBay, but I didn't. The guy was all the way from the West Coast, and I'm all the way from the East Coast. So he shipped the saw all the way over here. I couldn't believe it. I just thought FedEx companies were going to be damaging in the packages. I just thought they're going to be destroying the package, or they're going to end up breaking it. That was my unbelief, that I was thinking in my head, this chainsaw is going to be ruined. FedEx don't take care of packages. And I think they should do a little bit more better, taking care of packages. Shipping them out better, instead of just breaking the packages. Now, I have had some problems with FedEx a long time ago. And when you usually get things shipped in, usually they just don't care about your shit. But yours is not their problem, is what they always say. But after you get in the mail, next thing you notice it was broken. So you got to be careful what you pick for, because I don't know. But that's all I'm going to tell you about the story about the rare model Super 250 I got. And it's worth a lot. It's worth a lot more money than the 68s, the 69s, the 70 models, the 74. Yes, the 74 is also a rare chainsaw, but the 67 is even, it beats more rarity of the other saws, except for the 440 and the other chainsaw. They kind of make it a weird looking saw. It's hard to explain it very well in details, but I just want to give you guys a short video, and it's gonna be a little bit long video now since I told you the story. But thank you guys for watching. See you guys on the next one, and I'm gonna be on TikTok all this week, YouTube all this week probably. Who knows what I'm gonna be doing next video. So I'm gonna try to find me a Cub Cadet 72 next. If I can find if I got the Super 250, the dream saw I always wanted, I gotta have a freaking garden tractor with it too. I mean, hell, I gotta have the rarest garden tractor too with that rare McCulloch Super 250. So I gotta go with the 782D Cub Cadet, 1985, the last year of them, before 86.